Outrage after a local protest turns violent as police take down protesters. These 6 people arrested, some hospitalized. One of their mothers speaking with News4Jax through tears, calling it police brutality.
JSO should not be allowed to get away with this type of behavior. I am highly disappointed.
And a local man coming to the rescue of officers, recalling what he saw. That man says the protest did not turn violent until someone grabbed a megaphone out of his hand. This all began last night downtown. That's when 2 groups, one supporting and the other against the airstrikes in Syria, began fighting. Today, we saw a much different tone, a more peaceful protest. People gathered to speak outside the courthouse against what they called police brutality. Channel 4's Destiny McKeever has been following this story all day long. She spoke to family members who were calling for answers.
Well, Scott, earlier tonight we heard from Connell Croom's mother. She says her son is a peaceful protester, does not deserve to be in jail tonight. Meanwhile, 3 hours ago, we heard from another man who says he has a different story.
I don't have too much sympathy for somebody when they literally stand up in front of police officers in a public place and scream in a megaphone.
Video circulating of protesters and Jacksonville police in a scuffle. Yesterday, the Jacksonville Progressive Coalition said to be the organizers of this protest against the Syria airstrike. Tonight, 6 people are behind bars after the protest turned violent. Gary Snow says he showed up in support of military actions.
The actual initial engagement was them stealing my megaphone from me because they didn't want to hear my voice. They didn't want to hear what I had to say. So they took my property. They stole my property. I broke my foot because as soon as I got there, they stole my property. And
Snow says after his property was taken, he got into an altercation with protest organizer Connell Crooms. He says shortly after, police came over to separate the 2 of them. Croom's mother speaking out at a rally held today in support of the 6 jailed. His mother says JSO used excessive force.
JSO should not be allowed to get away with this type of behavior. I am highly disappointed, highly. Those that are entrusted to protect and serve.
Now, JSO did respond to that excessive force allegations, saying that anyone who hits a JSO officer will be arrested. Reporting live downtown tonight, I'm Destiny McKeever, Channel 4, the local station.
So, Destiny, what are some of the charges some of these people are facing?
Well, Scott, those charges range from inciting a riot to resisting arrest.
Destiny McKeever, thank you, live downtown. We looked into the history of those 6 people who were arrested. News4Jax has found 2 of them were previously charged. Connell Crooms was charged with trespass and resisting arrest in 2015. He was also charged with driving with a suspended license in 2011. Robert Sheffield had several previous charges. The most recent was for sale and consumption of alcohol on city property in 2016. Prior to that, there were charges for petty theft, battery, and sexual battery on a child under the age of 12. We also asked our crime and safety analyst, a former police officer, to weigh in. Channel 4's Ashley Mitchum went through the protest video and looked more closely at what police did in this situation.
There's multiple officers, I'd say maybe 4 or 5 right now. I'm going to press pause on one person. Is that normal? Because some people say that's police brutality, but
not at all. They have to get that person under control. Once the decision is made that that person needs to be stopped or arrested, one officer can't always do it. Sometimes 2 can't do it. So 3, whatever number of officers it takes to get that person under control, that's what's done.